Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the Extreme Forces Racing League, their ARCA division, and we are here at the Charlotte Roval for 35 wonderful laps in the broadcast booth with me as we are getting ready to grid and get going. It is Mr. TJ Barnier and Ryan Fry. TJ, how you doing, my friend?
And had a couple weeks off there without being able to broadcast for these folks, so excited to get back after.
Well, congratulations on your anniversary. And Ryan, what's up, my buddy?
Good, how are you? It's a little tight in the booth tonight with three of us in it.
Yeah, we need to have them expand a little bit, because, I love you guys, but I don't want to smell you guys. So, let's kind of run down the top 10 real fast because we're going to get going really fast. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to come talk to us. But there it is. Here is our starting lineup for the Grooming by Kimberly 35. Your front row is Tyler Markle, Josh Fox. Row number 2 is Will Cloud, Alan Warnicki. Row 3, Brady Floyd and Farron Elam. Row number 4, Kyle Lingerfeld and Brandon Richardson. Row 5, Dustin Buck and Devin Smith. We're going to run through the field on your screen there. But TJ, we're going to start with you. What is so special about the Charlotte Roval?
I mean, this thing is tight in nearly all the turns, so it's one of those tracks, AJ, I've never managed to figure out. I know how to drive road courses somewhat, and this place has just always frustrated me. I can only imagine it's going to frustrate some people tonight. But it's one of those, consistency is key, and just sometimes slow and steady wins the race.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of pretty much that, slow and steady wins the race, or I think we're going to see a lot of drivers up front get to that big lead, possibly get to some lap traffic, as we just had the what? Did they do an F1 start?
I believe they were talking about it. They did do a standing start.
Oh boy. Well, that's a first in the league, everybody, and completely threw us way off guard.
Yeah. I was not expecting to just literally drop green there.
Where's Kevin Hart with the "he wasn't ready"?
Oh, none of us were ready.
Well, Will Cloud gets up to an early lead. Tyler Markle going to be in that second position. But for Mr. Lee Krause on that start, looking at the back of his car with Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, we got one around.
Oh, looks like Mick Olofsson and Michael Steele. Going to take a quick look at this. Looking for that 75.
I think Mr. Aspinall just called for a code brown.
Oh, and Michael Steele kind of gets collected right into that. But with Dustin Buck, huge issue there. How hard is this bus stop on the backstretch?
This layout, it's tough.
Oh! Clips the inside turtle and goes flying. Wow, Brady Floyd also having an issue. We're keeping it in the chase cam because sooner or later we'll talk about Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin on that backside.
Can't tell if the 64 has an issue. Seems like something's not right.
I don't know if he thinks nothing's, if he's just trying to stay on the racetrack.
Oh, somebody in the wall just in front of him.
I think he's figured out that if he just keeps it on the track and everybody else keeps running off the track, he'll eventually be in the front.
Well, Josh Fox is already in third from his start in second. You know, he's pulling away. He's got really nobody behind him in that 90. So, you know, that's kind of where you want to be. Nobody to mess with you, and you're pretty much not there to mess with anybody, but you really got to be careful on how hard you hit those turtles.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the turtles either. Like, I mean, really, I don't even understand why they're there.
I don't know about you, but I mean, I love Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael.
Oh, wow. It looks like there is a lot of damage on that number 7 of Brett Murphy. That whole left side is... Oh! And he's so early on in the track, he's going to have to either drive around or take it to pit road, which I think he's about to jump to.
From what I'm gathering, a few drivers were not aware of the standing start.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
We weren't aware either.
Yeah, the 7 major issue, clearly.
But Fry, if you're watching the live stream on your phone or whatever, you're going to enjoy this because I changed our little thank you for subscribing to your one and only. When you see it, you'll see it. Hopefully it stops after the 10 seconds. Or we're in trouble here.
Oh. Very good, very good.
Oh god, it's not stopping.
It went away.
It did go away, but it's not stopping the song. Which is not good at all for my my stuff. So, everybody, we will be right back while I figure this out. So, we'll see you in just a couple minutes.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. From Japan to Maine to Arizona and everything spooky in between. The nerds have you covered for all.
Down the whole stream?
And we are back. Stream should still be there. I'm still getting the broadcast. But we are back, everybody. Will Cloud is battling with Tyler Markle for that front spot.
And he just actually made contact with that lap car a moment ago. Not sure who that is. Is that Mick?
I don't think it's Mick. Mick is, I'm showing, currently off the track. There's that 75 with a lot of left front damage in his pit stall.
Looks like it was Tony Richardson.
But
They made contact.
there are people all over this race course right now. And trying to avoid that copyright ban. Because messing with WWE's lawyers is probably not a lot of fun.
I lose.
But
Did
we
we
are...
lose, Will? Did we lose the leader?
No, he's still
No,
in
he's still
first.
here.
I'm watching him. He is pulling away from Tyler Markle in second.
Well, Tyler was right on his bumper, and then they caught that lap car. And Will kind of made contact and continued forward. I think Tyler kind of got stuck behind him.
Yeah, there's that Cheez-It 48 going through the chicane on the backstretch. Both first and second, Cloud and Markle doing a really good job getting through it. We've seen that be a pain in the butt to a bunch of drivers so far.
I don't know. I just want Cheez-Its.
Well, I'm going to say you always want Cheez-Its, but, you know, Cheez-Its are good. Kyle Lingerfeld. Oh! Huge battle! Alan Warnicki with a big issue coming out of the bus stop. We're going to back it up and take a look. Oh, it happens in front of him. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to zone out for this. Who is that? The 51. Or at least that looked like the 51 of Tony Richards. Yeah, that is. I'm going to back it up and take a look at this. Because it looks like he just clogs the whole chicane pretty much. Really slow getting through it. Oh, and Farron Elam just jacks him up and gets him out of the way. Yikes. I mean, knowing TJ and Ryan, how they've raced, if you're blocking a whole lane like that, not saying they're going to move you, but they're probably going to try to.
Oh, I'll move my mother. I don't care.
And there goes the 42. He got really squirrely coming out of that chicane.
I'll at least give you one warning. Then get out of my way.
Don't want tattoos, but if I ever get a tattoo, you do not need to pass me. We're already on lap 8. We're cruising right along. A lot of action. Gonna drop back all the way to 10th position.
It's kind of funny to think we have these cars on pit road when they have one fast repair today.
Well, if you have to jump the pit road, you're gonna sit there for a couple minutes, no matter if you have a fast repair or not. And Matt Morneau, with an issue just a couple seconds ago, you're gonna see him in the 38. I think he's in the he's the Weldon car, or Wheeling car, sorry. And I think he's just gonna end up looping it. Oh, the car just turned right. But he backs up and then gets going. You really got to be careful on how hard you hit these turtles. We've seen so many cars just completely go off track into a wall and take out a bunch of other cars too.
Yeah, I mean, this place, it's tight enough as it is, and these turtles, the way they react are, like I said, I'm not a fan. I understand the need of, like they wanted something to try to make the drivers not cut corners, but I think you start handing out penalties over hitting the stupid thing better.
Are you talking about like time penalties?
Exactly.
Like F1?
Anything, because these I mean, literally you hit this thing and it can break the suspension. I mean, that's ridiculous.
But we have a really good battle up front with Setzer, Lingerfelt, Floyd, Dean, and Elam all right here under a blanket.
I think we just lost to 42?
No, he's still up there. Yeah, I still got him. He just passed the 64 of TJ Wood.
My connection all of a sudden is just...
It sounds like it has turned to caca.
And now it just clears randomly. Odd.
Well, we jumped to the blimp cam because look at these 6 or 7 cars in frame. Well, right now that's 5. You got a battle between Smith and Floyd. You have Lingerfelt all by himself, and Setzer and Elam. Oh, look at that 24 of Setzer. A great backstretch chicane. It's going to bring him all the way to Lingerfelt. Oh, and there's contact between Elam and Setzer. That's going to bring Dustin Dean right into it.
Don't get scratches on that pretty car there, Farron.
Which one? The 24 or the 3?
Oh, the 3.
Sounds like we may have lost Aspinall for the evening.
Tyler Aspinall? Yeah, it looks like he is zonked out. He's getting past left and right and is currently nowhere to be seen on track.
I believe he was reporting that the whole right side of his car was torn off.
Well, that's not good. That could be an issue. Man, back when I raced on the Box of X with TJ and Ryan, I liked this racetrack just for the fact of half the field wasn't good at it, and I was like, hey, maybe a race I can win. Until they got good at it. But the 95 of Devin Smith is catching really fast the number 20 of Brady Floyd on your screen right there. But also Lingerfeld putting down good laps after good lap. Thank you all for tuning in to All Star 15 TV. If you haven't hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. But overall, talk to us. Ooh.
Oh.
Who's that car? Who's riding on three wheels?
I'm not exactly sure.
Looking for it.
Tony Richardson.
Oh yeah, holy cow. Like he's getting out of the way for people to get by him, but he's going to have a huge struggle getting back around the racetrack. That car is completely torn up.
His car is broke.
Yeah, it is broke. Like he will be able to save some time if he doesn't have to tow and could just use the fast repair, but he's going to have a long couple minutes trying to get that back to pit road. Up front, Will Cloud with a 7.5 second lead over Josh Fox. Oh, Farron Elam, Dustin Dean. Uh-oh, you said don't mess with that car. Oh, looks like
it'd be a Kyle Busch paint scheme to mess with it.
Oh, it looks like it blinked out for us, so we're not going to see it, but we should see the aftermath.
I've got him rolling on track okay.
Yeah, it said they crashed.
Well, that was like a minute ago. I had the 42 spinning around, and then you guys said he was all right.
Wonder if iRacing could possibly be having some issues.
One thing's for sure, they have caught Kyle Lingerfeld and are swarming him.
Yeah, they are really catching him. Matthew Setzer got by. Let's see if he can keep Farron Elam behind him. Watching this battle, this is all for that 7th position.
Dean looking to the side. He's been trying different lines every lap, trying to figure out a spot where he can try to make a move on Farron, and it just doesn't seem to be. He doesn't have any luck at it.
No, it's not looking like he's getting a lot
there
of luck.
might be there because Farron got real loose entering there, and I thought he had a chance there. With Farron was literally sideways, drifting through the one corner.
Oh, they're still drifting. Good old Ken Block.
Oh, I wasn't really sure there if Dean slid up enough to hit the wall or not. It looked really close. Coming back out on the actual racetrack.
Yeah, they're going through the bus stop right now.
Yeah. I don't see any marks on his car, so maybe he didn't, but it was pretty close.
Yeah, Jesse, I realized that, and I apologize. I wasn't too far off, but we did miss a couple things in real time. With just 22 laps to go, that whole left side is going to be trying to keep up with timing and scoring. Oh! Oh, no, Farron Elam, and now they wreck. 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 Oh, no, Farron Elam
Car ain't pretty no more.
No, it is not. We're going to go far chase, and you're going to see it right here. The 3 goes long. He's going to smack the end of the Bank of America barrier, and Dustin Dean just gets collected. You know, they're going to lose a couple spots.
The corner or the lap before this is the Elon got loose like this again. The lap before, you would have thought he would have checked up as much as he could, considering he got so loose the first times through there, but didn't look like he gave it any of a thought.
Nick Fuller and Brady Floyd going into the final 2 turns. Uh-oh. How tough is this? You know, being that close, making those like immediate like right angle turns.
Here comes Farron to pit road. It's tough enough that none of the 3 of us want to do it.
Well, I don't want to do it because if you've ever watched Batman and Alfred says, "Know your limits, Master Wayne." Well, I know my racing limits, and I am not good at iRacing, but I'm a decent broadcaster. Tonight, I'm having issues because I decided to change something, and it completely put me in shambles. But look how strong Will Cloud has been since the drop of the green flag. He is up on Tyler Markle by almost 9 seconds. That is absolutely insane.
Well, I wonder how much the standing start kind of screwed everybody up with going. How much of that he gapped there, but he's staying clean and he's running a decent pace and he's just staying on the track.
The hardest part is staying on the track. I think a lot of people can attest to that. But why don't we run through your top 10 to see where your favorite driver is sitting. Right now, in first, it is Will Cloud. Second, it goes to Tyler Markle so far. Josh Fox is currently sitting in that 3rd position. Brady Floyd in 4th. Nick Fuller in that 5th position. Had a nice battle between him and Brady just a couple laps ago. In 6th, it's Devin Smith. 7th, it's Matthew Setzer. 8th to Kyle Lingerfeld. Dustin Dean is up 3 positions from where he started this event, sitting in 9th. And in 10th, it's the Liquid Death Machine of Alan Warnicki. Your biggest mover of the race is sitting in 12th right now. That is Mr. Michael Steele, up 17 positions from the start of this event. And we're going to see in just a couple minutes. We're going to take a quick break. Got to change a couple more things because I just realized it and it's bugging the heck out of me. But we will be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. Want to give a shout out to our channel partners, Wrestling Over Everything. Their Facebook page is absolutely phenomenal if you like WWE, TNA, AEW, New Japan, any sort of the indies. And the Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast have a awesome stream tomorrow going up about Freddy Krueger and the Nightmare on Elm Street funny story. TJ lives on Elm Street and reminds me every time I bring up that movie. But we're seeing an issue with this 83 of, I think that's Hughes, you said?
Yeah, Dominic Hughes.
Dominic Hughes, huge issues. Oh, we have pit stops starting. Will Cloud on pit road. Now, what did he do? Did he, like, cream a wall and have to limp around the pit road?
Not sure. He wasn't getting a whole lot of RPMs out of the car. I don't know if he maybe had some sort of transmission issue or what, but he was only pushing about 5,000 RPMs.
Yeah, that's not good. Currently looking at Josh Fox, kind of trying to pull away now that he's really not being bothered, but he has a 64 of TJ Wood right behind him.
Will Cloud down and away out of his pit stop.
For everybody watching at home, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please hit that share button as well. If they're into NASCAR or just want to support All-Star 15 TV, TJ and Ryan. Well, All-Star 15 TV, myself, TJ and Ryan. Share it out. Tell him to sub as well. But Josh Fox has almost a 14.5-second lead over Brady Floyd. But I think Will Cloud, this is his race to win, and as long as he keeps it mistake-free, he should 100% be the winner here.
Yeah, I mean, he's ran well all day. So certainly earned it.
And
Yeah, I don't want to jinx him or anything, but if you just watch his in-car, he is so smooth. He makes this look way easier than it actually is.
Like it's on an autopilot?
Totally.
Yeah, we're on his in-car right now. Oh! The car goes off track right in front of him. That's Bradley Stefane.
Like, that last two corners on this racetrack are probably two of the hardest corners in any road course of any kind, and he makes it look easy.
Who had a little wheel hop going into 3 and 4. And he's so smooth on when he upshifts and downshifts. That is a big part of it as well.
I would have already hit the wall 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
My car would be totaled already. And the fast
would've
repair,
been a
they would just
short
take it away
day.
from me. They don't want me doing
it. It would have been a
it
very
again.
short day.
You know,
for sure. I'd have eaten that tire barrier probably early on in this race.
I will say,
You
we
mean-
did have fun when we used the Legends cars here.
Yeah, that Tom's Heartburn Alley, whatever you want to call it, after the start finish line would have had my name all over it.
Yeah, put a target there that says Ryan hit here.
And I wouldn't even made it the rest of the way around the rest of the track either. That would have been just on the green flag.
And already going so slow. But Brady
So,
Floyd.
like, the thing that Will does, seems like he does so much better than a lot of people, is he stays off of the rumble strips as much as he can. I mean, doesn't let the car bounce around, any of that.
Well, this is the battle for the lead right now. It's Brady Floyd, Will Cloud. I think Brady Floyd still has to come down and pit. Yeah, he has yet to pit. So he is currently just holding up.
And I would
48.
say here, jumping back out on the regular racetrack, this is where Will Cloud will eat him up. If Brady doesn't block him.
It looks like he's trying to. Oh, this could be huge because that 20 is allowing Markle, Smith, and Fox all close back in just a little bit here. And Marco with the fastest lap of the race that last
and
time
Brady's
by.
coming to pit road.
So that pretty much just gives Will Cloud free reign to extend that lead even more. But Will Cloud had a 14-second lead over Tyler Markle. And just within those couple laps of him trying to maneuver around drivers, that immediately dropped down to just about 7.5. That is a big, big difference.
Yeah, but hopefully once he gets clear here, he can kind of continue his Sunday drive and get on through this field and put the laps up and knock him down.
Yeah, this isn't a very long race, but it is a very technical race, which I would assume a lot of the drivers are going to be tired after this event.
I think a lot of them at this point are just in survive mode.
Yeah.
And just trying to get a finish.
Look at this. Nick Fuller and Brady Floyd. This is a battle for fourth place right now. Is Brady Floyd looking to have some internet issues? Pulling a TJ and blinking all over the place.
Yeah, he was blinking a little bit when he was in front of Will there before he hit pit road.
But now it looks like Brady on those fresh tires is starting to pull away from Fuller. You just have to be consistent and not make mistakes. You know, it's very hard to do when there's not just 4 corners, but there's 17. So...
Oh yeah, you make it sound so simple about not making mistakes and keeping it simple.
That's why I'm in the broadcast booth.
And that there's no such thing.
Especially as tight as a track. I mean, it really is super, super technical.
And it's very tough. Dwayne Kernahan with an issue with Brett Murphy. The 36. So far, so good. Oh, he's locking it right up and pulling a Ryan Fry. Going straight into Tums Heartburn Alley. Take a look with Brett Murphy here.
Tums, Mountain Dew.
I wonder if he's going to do the exact same thing. Ooh! No, he makes it through turn 1, but clips the apron on the inside and goes Yeetus Maximus. And has to hold it there for people to get right along by him. Kyle Lingerfelt, after having a really good opening couple laps, looks to have had an issue going into the back bus stop.
Not the day he had into.
Oh, he Bubba Wallace'd it.
I would say it's a good thing he's got a little bit of a gap as far as points.
Yeah, well, Ryan, why don't you bring up points? Talk about it. Where's everybody sitting?
Well, before the race started, Kyle Lingerfeld was out front with 92 points. Tyler Markle and Alan Warnicki were tied with 79. Richardson was in fourth with 77, and Will Cloud was 75. I would imagine with Will running the way he is and Brady Floyd running the way he is and Lingerfeld having his issues, that they're going to have a huge points gain on him tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, because Lingerfeld is all the way down there. I want to say in almost... Yeah,
15th at the moment.
Yeah, I have him in 16th, but yeah, that's a big swing right there. Wow.
I mean, he has the potential to pick up a few because there are a couple other guys that are near lap now.
But Will Cloud already extending his lead.
And
Did we?
What happened to
Tyler
Markle?
Markle's is also a lap down. He's the spot ahead of Lingerfeld. They both.
Did he bounce? I think he might have.
It has manually disconnected in the client.
Oh
on
boy!
The thing over here.
He was running very well. Nick
I don't know if he
Fuller with an
dropped
issue.
or wrecked or.
I don't show an event of him wrecking. Let's check out this number 4 Kodak Max going into the final 2 turns. See where he has his issue.
I mean, that right there now puts second place near 17 seconds behind.
We're looking at almost 20.
Will Cloud can kind of just mail it home from here and just take care of the car for these final 10.
Now, is this fun? TJ, you've been out to some ridiculous leads before. Is it fun to be out that far and not battling with anybody?
I mean, it's nice to know you've had such a good day. You have something like this, because I mean, you still got to run the laps. You still got to not make errors. But if you do make an error and you give up a second, it's not the end of the world. So, if anything, AJ, it's more of a relief. Is it fun? Probably not. But at the same time, you know, you did your job better than anybody else. Time to get that lead, and that's something to hang your hat on for sure.
Now you just need to keep yourself on the track.
Well, yeah, do you think of it now? He's got 16 seconds on Josh Fox. He doesn't have to drive it hard into corners. He can give himself plenty of space. That takes away the chances of wheel hop and locking up the tires on braking and any of that kind of stuff. He can ease it in there and roll through the corners and not have to push any kind of issue whatsoever. And you do that, it's one of the things you need to do to stay on the racetrack, and that way there's no mistakes made whatsoever.
Yeah, with just about 10 laps to go, he's sitting at a 15-second lead, and then Josh Fox with a 10-second lead over Brady Floyd. Like, these gaps are absolutely insane.
This is a product of somebody a group of people that have raced this place enough to know where their limits are. And I mean, this is the first time we've seen the ARCA cars here at the Roval to get any kind of aspect on it, correct?
Yeah, this is the only time they've been on the Roval. Usually it's Watkins Glen or bust for the Extreme Forces Racing League. So I'm looking through the leaderboard. It looks like Lingerfeld is having a nice battle with the 38 of Dustin Buck as they're about to go into turn number 1 here.
Yeah, this is one of those racetracks that if it came up on a schedule, I'd be glad if I got called into work, so I had a reason to miss it.
Which I think that's why Jesse is happy that he's watching it on All-Star 15 TV tonight. I didn't want to do this race. I'm usually the 55. Making for good TV with some of these battles and some of the insane wrecks that we've seen. Oh!
And the 68 takes out the 5.
Now
They were just discussing issues between each other, and now this.
Now, is that a product of hard racing, or was that just okay, I've been with you enough?
I mean, they're chattering back and forth right now over the radio waves, complaining about everything, and it's getting heated. Let's just say that.
We're gonna see it here, and yeah, it looks like the 68 just gasses it and gets right into the back of Lingerfeld. Only 2 drivers have gotten into that minute 18 mark, and that is our third place driver, Brady Floyd, and unfortunate disconnection of Tyler Markle. You know, that's almost a half a second faster than anybody else in the field, but it looks like Brady Floyd is just, you know, trying to get closer to Josh Fox, as, you know, he's going to try to stay connected to this, as Donnie Bartlett with now an issue. Currently in that 20th position. I have a feeling it's turn 1 again.
Sounds like Stefan may have been involved. Or Stefan's having his own issues somewhere.
One thing's for sure, Bartlett's definitely going to need some Miller Lite when this race is over with.
Currently looking.
I think they all might be. They're all, I'm sure, just hoping this thing ends sooner than later.
Oh, and Stefan's just going to lock it up and cut through the grass. Waiting for him to come back on the racetrack because it took him well out of it. But with just 7 laps to go, do you think Floyd has any sort of a shot to gain almost a second a lap to get to Josh Fox?
I mean, it doesn't take much. If Fox makes a small mistake that could cost him huge, Floyd just needs to hit his marks and continue, running how he has been, and if you get lucky, you get lucky. If you don't, you end up third. I mean, it's a respectable finish when you see some of the other top dogs in the league right now struggling.
Oh, absolutely. And just for some observation, that last lap, Floyd was exact a second faster, while they're even this lap. Oh no, they're not. Never mind.
I'm back here watching Alan Warnicki. Last week he told us, I'm not looking forward to this whatsoever. Qualified 4th, running 10th, got a little bit of damage on the left front, but other than that, he's been probably one of the only cars that I have, every time I've checked on him, has nobody around him, just running his own race, knowing that he just needs to finish. And I'll give him my attaboy for this week, because he did not sound very confident last week talking about going into the Roval.
No. But hey, to come away at a track that you're not that great at, or you don't think you're that great at, and just get a top 10, I would call that a success.
Yes. For sure.
As he's going to cut under the 65 of Lingerfeld and keep going.
Sounds like there's one around on the front straightaway chicane.
I think that's Donnie Bartlett again. It'll be the 21 on your screen right there. Now the reason they put oh, there he goes. Oh no, he's gonna get big hit into the wall. The reason why they put that chicane there is to slow them down even more before they get to turn 1.
Which we saw in, the first few races here. We saw how much of an issue that turn was. So it sounds like it was a good idea to put it there.
Well, not trying to shoot him in the foot now, but Brady Floyd is coming.
Yeah, he's cut it down to, I've got 4 on mine. I don't know what you've got.
I got 5.
Here's a little more updated.
This has definitely become a battle, a war of attrition.
Yeah, currently looking at Fox and what he's giving up to Floyd each sector. Gonna be a lot of fun to see. We gained a lot sector 3. It looks like Floyd messed up. Just 4 laps to go. We're really cruising to the finish here tonight. Everybody do not go away once that checkered flag flies. We're going to have the interview with our top 3 finishers here tonight, even though it pretty much is probably settled on screen.
Yeah, I think it would take a pretty big act to have our top 3 at this point not be Cloud, Fox, and Floyd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to take anything away, because Nick Fuller's had a heck of a run, and Devin Smith, Dustin Dean, Farron Elam. Not long ago we were talking about him wrecking, wasn't it?
Yeah, not him and the 18 for I think 5th position at the time.
Somebody around in turn 6. I don't know what turn that is.
It's one of them, and I think it might be Tony Richardson. Looks like he's got a brand new 51 car, and he's just overly slow. It cuts in. Oh, and him and Fuller get together. Oh, that 4 is probably not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Because it looked like the 51 just turned right in on him.
Kind of like what it sounded like.
Yeah, sounded like there might have been retaliation or something from earlier.
But it looks like Brady Floyd's hard charge has kind of stalled out, with Josh Fox kind of pulling away again.
Tyler Markle reconnected finally. I don't know if he's going to try to go out there and...
Well, if he goes out now, he might get one position. Currently looking at Farrad Elov as he's trying to catch Dustin Dean. Right now, I think we only have 10 cars on the lead lap. And this race has been crazy. It has seen a lot of drama between drivers, honestly. About
yeah, and there's definitely angered feelings. Sounds like.
Yeah, it's a lot of catcalling in the race tonight. That's for sure.
Sorry, everybody. I have that muted for a reason.
It's entertaining. I can give you that.
As long as you guys are enjoying it. You know, with 2 laps to go, Floyd has gotten it down to 3 seconds. He has been the fastest car on the racetrack, but I think he's just going to run out of time.
There might have been an issue with the 8 car letting the 90 car go.
See, now it's a issue because he's got a lap car between them.
And white flag in the air by Will Cloud, which means it is the white flag presented by Wrestling Over Everything. Think he's led every lap?
Yeah, I think he got a hold of the lead there on that standing start and never gave up. Oh no, I think he did fall back there when he pitted, AJ.
That's true. And I think Josh Fox or Floyd ended up leading a couple laps there.
Whoever stayed out there got a few on him, but other than that, when he hadn't had to pit, he's been the dominant car and
Literally,
easily got this thing done.
For a split second there, it was under 10-second difference from first and second place for the first time in quite a while, honestly. Will Cloud has driven that car pretty much to the win, and a dominating win at that. And it's
one thing's for sure, just like Cheez-Its, he's been head and shoulders above the rest of the pack.
Why do I feel like that was a commercial back in the day? Coming out of the final turn, Will Cloud is going to win here at the Charlotte Roval for the Grooming. I think it's Grooming Kimberly 35. Grooming by Kimberly.
Sounds like they're wrecking on the front straight coming to the line.
Just remember, just cheese it.
Oh boy, that 20 car is destroyed.
He hit the Tom's Heartburn Alley thing pretty hard.
The 19. Dylan Dunford and the 8. Gonna take a look at this.
I mean, those guys were behind the leader, right? This would have been post finish.
Well, it was, but I think they were battling for position there. Oh no, they weren't.
I don't know what you guys have for Brady Floyd's wreck, but his wheels are not turning from the start finish line to the.
He got hit with that 19 and 8 miss.
Yeah.
But everybody, we will be right back with the interview for our top 3 podium finishers. We'll see you right after our quick break.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back, everybody, and it is time for the interviews. And like always, Mr. TJ, you're going to get our race winner when he pops up. There he is. TJ, go take it away with our race winner, Will Cloud, as he burns it down in turn 1.
Well, I'd like to say I've seen domination, but that was pretty dominant. You're there. How'd you do it?
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. I mean, I got very limited practice. When I got in the session, I only ran 1 lap and it was not good at all. But thankfully, I was able to pull it together in qualifying. And then no one had any idea we were even having a standing start until the lights came on. And I guess I was just able to get a better pull away than first and second, and I was able to get the lead and didn't lose it.
Yeah, we were wondering. Everybody was kind of shocked by that standing start. It kind of came out of left field. I think, by the sounds of it, the entire field had no idea, including Dean, which was kind of funny. But it definitely helped for you. I mean, I want to say you led near all of the laps. The only thing I don't think you got was when you pitted. You might not have led a couple, but
Yeah, there's probably like 2 or 3 laps, but I mean,
yeah, just complete domination. And we are just super impressed with the heck of a run you just had.
thank you. What do you think of the new Chevy Cobalt scheme? You know, the fastest car ever.
Yeah, that thing was cheesy, to say the least.
Yeah, we had the Cheez-It car.
Yep, I have a wide collection of Cheez-It cars and just need to add another one to the collection.
Well, you had the broadcast booth wishing we had cheeses snack on.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
whooping on 'em.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess again this week, judging by somebody that's in the waiting room, that you had some help with spotting again this week.
Yep, Zachary Thornton, professional race strategist. Now that he can, now that he's no longer racing, he's always on top of it. I don't even know how he does it. It's something else.
Well, I think if you got anybody to plug, I'd plug them, but you just whooped up on them tonight, pal.
Thank you. Before I forget, I also got to give a shout out to Brady, obviously great teammate, and Noah from 4 O'Clock Media. He also made this beautiful cheese scheme.
This would be 2 wins in a row for you, correct?
Yes, I'm really happy with that.
Hmm.
Oh boy, I see another thing happening.
Oh,
I did make a bet with Zachary Thornton after he won. Was it after he won 3 or when he won 3?
It's after he won 3, but
Okay.
we'll talk about that possibly next week.
All right, I gotta put on a 3-peat here.
Oh boy. All right, thanks, Will.
Yep. You guys have a good night.
All right, Fry. Now that you've gotten in place, we're gonna set it down to you for the second place finisher. It is Mr. Josh Fox.
Josh Fox, how was your night tonight?
I had a pretty good night.
You're, you're always one of the most consistent guys out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what I try to be consistent every race. I've had a pretty bad start to this season, honestly, in Daytona and Homestead.
Did the standing start mess with you as much as it seemed like it messed with everybody else?
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing a stand and start, and I was kind of confused. It was just, I mean, it might have been a good thing because dive bomb caused wrecks.
That would have made for some interesting restarts.
Yes, indeed.
Well, with kind of that standing start, did that change how you attacked the early part of this race? Because it seemed like there was a lot of really fighting for position and attrition going into turn one there.
Yeah, I mean, like the stand and start, I think, kind of helped separate on the start there. And I mean, my goal that whole race was, I knew Will was up there and Marco. Just stay around them and watch their lines. And luckily, I was behind Marco for half the race and just watch what he was doing and save tire and basically not mess up. I knew if I didn't mess up, I could probably top 10. Luckily, we brought it home second.
Yeah, and if you thought going to a road course was gonna be kind of sucky, well, next week we go somewhere where honestly I had no clue we were going to until I really looked at the schedule again. We're going to a dirt track next week, so any experience there?
Good to see how that Nissan does in the dirt.
Yeah, we're gonna have to practice there a lot this week. Actually, probably gotta buy the track in there.
Yep, you ain't the only one, pal.
Dirt tracks are very interesting. I know we ran the couple dirt races in the dirt race in the truck season, but yeah, that was definitely wild. So I'm sure this one will produce some.
All right, brother. Anybody you want to plug before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to all my teammates. Try to name them all here. Kyle, Dan wasn't here. Devin, Jesse, Marco, Matt, all of them at Deck Prices and Corp. Shout out to you guys for casting this racing.
All right, dude. Well, you have a wonderful night. We'll see you at Knoxville next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, it's time to talk to our third place finisher. Somebody who we thought was going to catch Josh Fox at the end of that. Let's bring him in here. It's Mr. Brady Floyd. Brady, I thought you were going to put Josh Fox kind of on a ice skating rink when you got to him, but holy cow, what a great battle to just even make it close.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't spun there at the very beginning. I think that's what took me out of the race. I don't know. It just broke loose on me. It hadn't done that all practice, so I didn't really know what happened. Lucky not to get too much damage and not have to pit. But yeah, I'd say for going down to P15, ending up in third is a pretty good recovery drive. I think I had the pace to get up there, hang with the leader, but just ran out of laps. So it's unfortunate, but just proves why you got to be mistake free at tracks like this when we're not throwing caution. So full credit to Josh, he did amazing. Full credit to Will, he 2 in a row now. So don't think he'll be keeping it up next week, but we'll see if he decides to buy Knoxville. So I mean, yeah, it was a bit messy out there. I know tempers were going a bit. Roval's not a track that we've run here in this league before, so it's definitely an experience. But I enjoyed it. I think if anything, we probably changed to a different layout of it with the slower chicane just to smooth things over a bit, I guess, with everybody. But overall, good race. Everybody did pretty well. So proud of him.
Yeah, well, you brought it up. Going to Knoxville next week. How do you think these ARCA cars are going to run around that short dirt track?
I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask. I haven't bought the track yet. I'm
think
not
that's a
very good at dirt, so
sentence.
yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see. I think it's just gonna come down to who puts in the most practice. I don't think there are too many dirt naturals in here. I'd maybe watch out for the Lapinus guys if they show up. I think Michael Steele, maybe. I'm not sure. He might be leading the points in the Thursday Dirt Series, so maybe watch out for those guys. TJ Wood. I wouldn't expect myself to do very well there, but it's just maybe going to be about survival. I don't think we're carrying a faster pair into that trek, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, just who can stay out of trouble, who can find the line. Yeah, not in the business of making predictions for that one though.
All right, brother. Well, anybody you want to thank before we let you go and get ready for Knoxville next week?
Yeah, I mean, Grooming by Kimberly, thank you for sponsoring the race. Got to thank the teammates at Adria Esports and all the guys that weren't participating as well. I know Zach Thornton's watching on, helping us with the strategy. So, Matt, Brett, thank you. Of course, Will already got his showtime, so good on them. Thank you to 4Cloak Media for sponsoring the team. You can find him at 4cloak.net and twitch.tv/4cloak. So, yeah, just a big shout out to those guys. Thank you guys for putting it on. We'll hopefully be talking to you next week.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you hopefully next week, and you have a safe week at leading up to Knoxville.
Yes, sir. You all as well. Thank you.
All right, Ryan. It was a short race. It only took about 45 minutes to get it done. But what can you take away from the Extreme Forces Racing League and their ARCA series outside of Will Cloud putting a dominating performance on the racetrack tonight?
One thing's for sure, as much as the tempers were being flared tonight at a road course where a lot of people were thinking or being aggressive when not needing to be, they better hold on to strap their suspenders up a little tighter for next week, because there's going to be a lot of complaining next week, and it's going to be everybody for the first time or newer people going there, and it shall be very interesting.
Oh, I'm 100% excited for it. TJ, what about you, my friend?
I mean, tonight was a good race overall. I mean, a lot of craziness everywhere. They put on a good show as always. Why I love being a broadcast for these guys. Headed to get dirty.
Yeah, you'll
Can't
be
imagine
you'll be
how
getting
wild that's gonna
the dirty track momentarily, probably when I get paid on Friday. So
sounds like a plan.
Fry, just take it out of the money you owe me. But everybody, for All Star 15 TV, I'm AJ Capola. That's TJ Barnier and Ryan Fry. We will see you next week at Knoxville. Everybody stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next Monday night. Peace out, everybody.
This booth.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.